Hey there, guys. What's up? It's Holden, and we're here today talking about Citadel des Morts. This is not a Easter egg completion video. This is just going to be kind of my initial review and impressions of this map. My buddies and I got a chance to jump in and just kind of get a general feel of it, and got a we figured a pretty decent amount of the stuff out. You can't help but see things on YouTube, but he got a pretty decent ways into it and just got a general feel for what this map is, and I kind of just wanted to jump in and discuss my general thoughts and feelings for the map so far. So appreciate you guys being here. If you like this kind of content and want to see more, feel free to drop a like, comment, let me know if you like this or if you agree or disagree with my impressions here. But these are just my thoughts. I also want to apologize for any stuffy sounding here. I'm quite sick at the moment, but I wanted to get in here and talk about this. So first, I want to start off my thoughts on the map itself. So I love it, truly. The gameplay you're seeing here is from the first game, and man, did I had a blast. I mean, truly, I think the size is perfect. Liberty Falls was good. It was just a little, nothing wrong with it at all. It's definitely the smallest, and it's a great kind of introductory map. You get a good feel for just how zombies works, and especially for people that are coming in for the first time. I imagine that's a fantastic. And we still had a great time on that map. And then Terminus, I thought, was very big, very big. I loved it. It's also a great zombies map, but it is very large. You got all the islands and even the main island itself with the different layers, and then you got the water travel. It's a large map. It can be I could see it being a little overwhelming, but that's a great one. It really is. But this one for me, so far, it hit a sweet spot. It really did. It just felt like there was enough size where it felt like there was still, behind every door there could be something else to find, and there was just so much to do. It felt, but at the same time, it wasn't overwhelming. I didn't feel at any point that I was going to get lost. So I really like the size of it. And contributing to that, I'd say the layout of this map is also excellent. I love the concept of starting in this little village and making your way up to this castle and finding your way in. And then once you get into this castle, there's these rooms off to the side that not only are there things to find there, but you go down into like the dungeons, and there's like a sewer area, but then there's also like up on the ramparts of the wall of the castle walls, and it's just it was very fun to just explore, because it was like it felt like every time we opened a door, you would think like, oh, we're getting near the end here, and there was two more. Like it was just, but it wasn't so much of like, you never felt like you were getting lost with the layout. It did take a few rounds to get a feel for where the doors led and where the hallways led. I got lost quite a few times, but I'd say overall though, it was a great time exploring. It didn't feel cramped. There's cramped moments, there's wide moments, and it really fit the atmosphere of this castle. And that's another thing, the atmosphere, the whole feel of it being in this medieval castle. I mean, it gives such a feel of Der Eisenreich and was it Gerard Crovey, the medieval dragon and knights type of feel to it. Oh, so I don't know. That's just right up my alley. I mean, don't get me wrong. The sci-fi aspect of Terminus is fun, but I love the like magic and medieval fantasy feel to this map. Like, it's incredible. It felt so good to just kind of walk these halls and look at all these different things, and like the knights and the swords, which we'll talk about in a moment here. But it was just, the feel was amazing. This is by far my favorite theme, I guess you could say, of the three maps so far. I had an absolute blast in this environment. Something that comes along with this environment, the enemies. So there's one new enemy type on this map, which I'm sure you've all seen, the lovely Doppelgast. So, when I saw the trailers for this, I'll be honest with you, I kind of expected it to just be more of the same. I mean, the amalgamations, big gooey scary guys. I thought it was just gonna be another one of those, but let me tell you, these Doppelgasts, I mean, they're not as tanky. I will say they're not as hard to kill. However, I don't even know how many times in these clips right here, once we got to the Doppelgast, especially when they started to spawn more often, how many times they would just be behind me. I mean, they are quiet, they sprint so fast. So like they would just sneak up on me, and it's terrifying. It's so scary when you're already fighting for your life, trying to kill these zombies, and then you turn around and one of these things is whipping you with its like tongues or whatever. They're terrifying. And then like they have this like dash where they get like a speed boost and they can dodge your bullets, and they're on you in a heartbeat. And I think they're a fantastic addition. It's a very, very scary enemy. I guess you could say elite, or I guess that's what they're called. Whatever the tougher enemies are. Very cool though. I love the design. It's fantastic, but terrifying enemy, truly. Another aspect too, these aren't new, but I do kind of like how it's the dog rounds, you could say, how it's vermin and the parasite. It feels like the two maps before this were like the culmination of this. Like it almost feels like the zombies and the creatures are really trying to stop you on this map, because it's both at the same time. So it's just a little thing, not anything crazy, but I did kind of like how there were both of them in the rounds there. It added an extra little layer of difficulty as well, which was really nice. Now, on to the new stuff, and by far my favorite additions of this. So starting off, I want to talk about Vulture Aid. So I never played the older zombies. This might be terrible of me, but I never played zombies before Black Ops 3. So I never experienced Vulture Aid, and it might have been on some maps in like I know they did kind of like a history, or I don't know what you call it. Like it was like a pack of like all the old maps, but I personally don't remember ever seeing Vulture Aid. But let me say, in this map, it is fantastic, and I haven't really branched into the research arguments for it, but the just salvage drops and the ammo drops and the essence drops. Like when you first get the perk, I'll be honest, it's like, oh, did I just waste some points on this? Like, is it really doing anything? And then in a few rounds, I look and all my resources are like doubled. So it's such a great little, like, you just get the perk and passively everything's dropping more. I mean, I was upgrading stuff so much faster. It feels like a very good quality of life perk. I like it. And so I'm excited to see what the research augments do. It'd be really, really cool to see how that affects it later on. Up next, the Tesla charge. Now, I don't think I have any in this gameplay because I unlocked it afterwards, but I will say that field upgrade is it's very unique, and I'm interested to put more time into testing that out. I haven't gotten the most practice with it, but my buddy and I, in a later session, I was able to activate it, and it's almost like it says like this Tesla of electricity in between the two of you, and you can almost like clothesline the zombies. So that's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to testing that out a little more. It's very unique, and it seems to do a pretty decent damage. It was almost like stunning them, and then they kind of popped once they were about to die. So I don't have too much to speak on that right now, but first impression, seems very cool and very promising. So I'm excited to try that field upgrade out a little more as we go into this map, and especially when I get my Easter egg hunt complete, which should be coming soon. Up next is the new ammo mod, Lightmen. So after this footage also, I found out that the Doppelgasts are weak to Lightmen. So that's going to be cool to actually see in action. I think I equipped it in this run and just didn't realize that. So I probably thought I was just doing crazy damage and not realizing that was kind of affecting, but it's pretty cool. From what I'm gathering, the zombies kind of will occasionally they'll kind of pop and turn into almost like a healing little thing. Like a little badge pops up with this pill, and if you take damage, it heals you and teammates that run by. So it's a very support, kind of like healing mods, which is really nice. It's very unique compared to the other ones, and I didn't expect to like it because I'm usually a damage heavy. I want a DPS like crazy, but I kind of enjoyed doing that and getting like that, especially when you get overran and the zombies are popping and it's healing you. Pretty useful. So I'm excited to see what that looks like more upgraded. But yeah, now to wrap the video up onto the main event, the swords. Let me just say, I love the bows in Dreisenreich. I thought the elemental aspect was fantastic. So now, and also don't hate me, but I haven't played Origins. Well, I have briefly played Origins with a buddy of mine that I'm actually playing with here. But I didn't really get enough experience to know the joy of playing with the staffs. I've heard they're fantastic. I have never used them though. I played Origins, but we never got to that part. I only played for about 30 minutes. I didn't really know how to do that, so it didn't happen. But the swords here is some of the most fun I've had in a zombies map in a long time. Don't get me wrong, the jet gun was fun. I liked the beam smasher. I was a little underwhelmed by the damage, but I liked the idea of the sonic wave and all that. But this, getting a sword in your hand and then getting to upgrade it in a cool way. And my personal favorite was the dragon one. But you had dragon sword with the fire, a light sword with a lion, the lightning sword with a stag, and then the void or dark sword with the raven. And man, they are all so sick, and most of all, they're useful. Like, they're strong. I personally took to the dragon sword. That was my favorite. It was so much fun, and I love the concept of, like, you kill these like Templar zombies to get these stamps, and then you go get them from these ancient knight statues. They give you their sword, and then you go and like do these little quests to enhance the sword with the elements. And like the dragon, they all have these special abilities. The dragon has like this fireball attack that I was obsessed with, because when I play games, I like just heavy damage and these like overwhelming powers. It's just fun for me. And the fireballs are awesome, but also like the black hole kind of void tear thing of the dark sword, the ring of destruction and the light one, and then the Tesla kind of lightning blast with that one. They're all just, it's such a good idea. It's so creative, and it's just, most importantly, it's fun. It is like when I was playing with four. We had a group of four, and all of us having the swords. I think it was either three or four of us, and all of us having the different swords was just so satisfying. Like us all having these different things, and we're getting to run around and have these different abilities. You kind of swap it out, and try it with each other. It's made me so excited to try the Easter egg as it comes out. So that's something I'm very much looking forward to, and I cannot wait to try that out. But overall, man, I am loving this map. I can't wait to do the Easter egg and find out how it ends and what the boss fight is. I'm assuming there's a boss fight. I'm just looking forward to all of it. I can't wait to see where the story goes, and just to learn this map and get to play it and have as much fun as I've had with the other two. It's been a blast so far, and I really cannot wait to just get into it. But I thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, free to drop a like I mentioned, subscribe, leave a comments on any thoughts you have on the map. What are your opinions? Yeah, guys, as always, love yourself, love everybody else. Just don't forget that there is a God that loves you day in and day out. I will see you in the next one. See ya.